Hi, and thank you for choosing NDVISION's latest DSSM player. This video tutorial will provide you with a step-by-step guide to show you how to install and use all features of the DSSM player. After taking the components out of the package, you must first install the player onto the computer. In order to install the player onto your computer, you must first connect the Ethernet cable to a LAN port. By default, the player will automatically be assigned an IP address from a DHCP server. Secondly, connect the HDMI cable to your screen. Thirdly, connect the power adapter to a socket. At this stage, the player should start booting automatically. Whilst booting the player, the blue-red LED light in front of the player will start blinking. It will take about a minute for the player to finish booting. Once the booting is complete, the LED will stop blinking, and a blank screen will appear with the date and time indicated on the bottom left corner. Network setup. The network can be set up as either a wired network or a Wi-Fi network. To establish a wired network, select Network, then choose either Static IP or DHCP. If static IP is selected, the IP address, net mask, and gateway have to be entered. If you select DHCP, the player will automatically be assigned a network IP address, hence no further configuration is necessary. Once all the information has been filled out, press the Apply button. Wi-Fi setup. Select the Wi-Fi scan button. A new Wi-Fi setup screen should then appear. Using the arrow keys on your remote control, select the Wi-Fi network, then press the OK button on your remote control. Go to the select box on your screen and press the OK button to confirm. The dBm indicates Wi-Fi sensitivity. The higher the number, the better. For instance, -45 dBm has a better sensitivity than -67 dBm. Use the numerical keys on the remote control to type in your Wi-Fi password, then highlight Wi-Fi on. Press the Accept button, then the Apply button to confirm. Display setup. Go to Display on the Setup menu screen. Select a resolution size and a desired screen orientation. After completion, click the Apply button. Date and time setup. Now, select Date and Time on the Setup menu. You can choose to select Automatic Date and Time if you are connected to the Internet. In this case, the date and time will be aligned automatically with the network time protocol. Alternatively, you can also choose to manually input the date and time. The date must be in the order of year, month, followed by day, and the time is presented in the order of hours, minutes, followed by seconds. Next, select the time zone of your geographic location, then click Apply. System Setup. Next, select the System Setup on the menu screen. Firstly, enter the player name, select a group, then click the Apply button. Next, select a language. Then type in the server address. It is advised to select the automatic media sync with server option to avoid constantly having to transmit media files from local storage to the server. You can select firmware check to see if there is a new firmware in the server, and you can select firmware update to start the upgrade immediately. Initialization. If local storage is selected, then applied, all storage in the micro SD card will be deleted. If the configuration is selected, then applied, then all settings will be reset. Factory reset refers to the initialization of both the local storage and the configuration. Generally, none of the choices above need to be applied unless you would like to reconfigure your settings or delete storage in the micro SD card. Playlist. The playlist allows you to create a list of all the files you want extracted from external sources to add to the player. In order to do this, you must first press the Add to List button to move the file in the local storage or USB storage to the playlist, and press the Playback button. If you click on the Clear button, this will erase all the files in the playlist. If you would like to have a subtitle, select RSS along with the site address of the source of information. Alternatively, you can select the text option to write up your own subtitle text. If you don't require a subtitle, select Off, and then click Apply. If you would like to have the date and time displayed on the players, check the box, then click Apply. Information. The information screen lists detailed description about the player. With the player ID, this information can be used to register players on DSSM management software. If the micro SD card is in the player and is properly initialized, it will display the word OK. The disk space indicates the available storage remaining out of the total storage on the micro SD card. The IP address is presented when you are connected to the wired LAN cable. The Wi-Fi IP address is presented when you are connected to Wi-Fi. The LAN connection will display OK when the wired LAN cable is connected to the player, otherwise it will show NG. The internet connection will display OK when the wired LAN cable or Wi-Fi is connected to the internet, otherwise it will display NG.